What's the biggest mistake most negotiators make? During preparation, they focus entirely on their own goals and perspective. Most spend their time thinking only about what they want to achieve without considering the other party's perspective. Then, during the actual negotiation, they get stuck focusing on the other party's demands, never exploring the underlying interests that drive those demands. Let me show you how to change this. I'm Jadvinder Singh Rana, professor of cross-culture negotiation, researching how large language models such as ChatGPT and Claude help negotiators achieve better and more efficient outcomes. Now, what's the solution? Understanding the crucial difference between positions and interests. Positions are the demands people make, what they say they want. But positions don't tell us what really matters, the underlying interests, needs, and motivation that drive those decisions. This week's analysis shows you how to put this into practice. Using an original negotiation scenario inspired by a Harvard Business School roleplay, we will demonstrate how to use ChatGPT and Claude strategically. By providing them with the seller's perspective only, we'll analyze how they identify and rank the seller's core interests, develop multiple negotiation scenarios based on possible buyer interests. Here is the prompt for ChatGPT. Hi Brahma, I need your expertise to analyze a negotiation scenario. Please review the attached seller's instructions and assist with the following tasks. First, key facts and summary. Extract and concisely summarize the essential details from the seller's instructions. Second, seller's interests. Identify and rank the seller's primary interests, defined as needs, desires, motivations, constraints, concerns, and fears. Third, buyer's interests. Develop 3 distinct scenarios for the potential buyer, including ranked interests, needs, motivations, constraints, concerns, and fears. 4. Targeted questions. Create open-ended questions to help assess which buyer scenario is most likely. Let's see the response. Key facts and summary. The Taylors own a half lot next to their home. They purchased it for $20,000 8 years ago. Considering future use for a tennis court, but only use it occasionally for a vegetable garden. Now, what is important is that the lot is not buildable by itself due to local zoning laws, but can add value if combined with an existing property. The Taylors are moving out of state and sold their house to a private buyer, who would pay a maximum of $17,000 for the lot. So the minimum acceptable price for the lot is $17,000. But they want a better deal. So other neighbors to the north and south declined interest, leaving the Riveras as the last potential buyers. The Riveras previously declined to buy the lot when it was first offered to them. The Taylors are only interested in a straight cash sale, avoiding financing, easements, or complex arrangements. Now, which are the seller's interests, the Taylor's interests, ranked? For sure, maximizing sales price, a quick and simple sale, avoiding a loss. Since they paid originally $20,000 plus tax and upkeep, they prefer to recover as much as possible. Ensuring the land's utility, while not a top priority, they would prefer selling to someone who finds value in the lot. Avoid ongoing responsibility. Keeping the lot while living out of state is impractical. They want to offload it efficiently. Now let's move to the buyer's interest analysis, with 3 potential buyer scenarios. Since the Riveras initially declined the land, their interest must be explored in 3 possible ways. Scenario A, the strategic buyer, maximizing property value. Increase the property value by expanding the yard or making future modifications. Secure extra space for landscaping, outdoor activities, or future development. They may have financial limitations and concerns unclear whether the investment is worth it given past disinterest. Scenario B, the protective buyer, minimizing risk. Prevent unwanted developments that could negatively impact their property. Keep control over their surroundings. May not perceive immediate personal benefit beyond defensive value, unwilling to overpay for a piece of land they previously rejected. And the last scenario is the opportunistic buyer seeking a bargain. Acquire the land at a low price for resale, rental purposes, or long-term speculation. Could use it as a negotiation tool in future property dealings. Likely not willing to pay a premium unless they see a clear upside. hesitant if they believe they can get it later for less. Now, which are targeted questions to assess buyer's interests? What are the thoughts on the additional parcel next to your property? Have you ever considered expanding your yard or making any modification to your property? How do you see this piece of land affecting value or usability of your property? What aspects of property ownership are most important to you in the long term? To dig into concerns and motivations, are there any concerns about the future development around your home that might impact your decisions on this land? What would make this purchase worthwhile for you? And financial decision. If you were to discuss pricing, what factors would be most relevant for you? Would acquiring the parcel fit into any future plans you have for your property? This week's exercise. Take a current negotiation you're facing and spend 20 minutes analyzing it through the lens of interest. Write down the stated positions of all parties. For each position, ask why at least 3 times to dig deeper. List potential underlying interests you have identified. Consider how understanding these interests might open up new solutions. Thank you for watching. If you're ready to explore AI negotiations, subscribe to our YouTube channel and newsletter at negoai.ai.